Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third and final video for 8-4A note packet. Again, we're covering here SOHCAHTOA, and we're introducing the idea of sine, cosine, and tangent, as well as explaining how to use our calculators. This video should be very short, as the third of 6 videos total over section 8-4. The last video of 3 for the first half of the notes. So on your calculator, 2 rows above the number pad, on some calculators it's right above the number pad, are 3 buttons which are labeled sine, cosine, and tangent, S-I-N, C-O-S, and T-A-N. On our TI 30 XS multi-view calculators that we use at my school, here's how we would approach those. Here are the keystrokes that we would use to evaluate the sine of 48 degrees. We would hit that sine button, which looks like that. Type in your 48, which is your angle measure, and then get used to closing the parentheses, because it's not necessary yet, but it will be in later calculations. Then we hit our enter button. Now again, we're being told to round to the nearest 10,000th, which is 4 decimal places. So when we do the sine of 48 degrees, we should look at 5 decimal places. So the sine of 48 degrees would be 0.74314. Again, that 5th digit, which is the 100,000th digit, would tell us how to round the 4th digit. This is less than 5, meaning we're going to round it down or leave the 1 alone. So the sine of 48 degrees will be approximately 0.7431. There is very little difference between doing sine, cosine, and tangent on your calculator. You just have to hit the correct button. So for cosine, you're going to hit the cosine button, which is labeled COS. Type in the 33. Again, get used to closing those parentheses, and then hit the enter button. Again, we're going to be looking at 5 decimal places when we do that. That is 0.8386, and that 5th digit, the 100,000th digit, is a 7, which means we're going to be rounding the 6 up when we round to 0.8387. Finally, for tangent of 68 degrees, we type in tangent 68. Again, get used to closing those parentheses, and then hit the enter button. So tangent of 68. Now, that number is 2.4750, and that 100,000th digit is an 8. So again, that 8 is bigger than 5. That tells us we need to round 0 up to approximately 2.4751 for our answer. Your calculator is capable of finding the sine, cosine, or tangent of any angle you type in, accurate to as many decimal places as your calculator will show. Now what you need to understand is that your calculator needs to be set to degrees. It probably is. If you got these numbers for your answers when you typed them into your calculator, then your calculator is set correctly. It should say DEG somewhere on the screen, indicating it's in degrees. There is another way to measure angles called radians, which you have not learned about yet. So if it says RAD on the screen, your calculator is not set correctly. You need to locate the mode button, and you need to change your calculator from radians to degrees. Anyway, if you have those problems, please come see me. That does it for our video notes on section 8-4A. It is 3 videos long. There will be a total of 6 videos over section 8-4, as there will be 3 additional videos over the second half of the lesson when we talk about how to find missing side links and angle measures using SOHCAHTOA. Once again, I want to impart on you how important this lesson is and how very, very critical it is that you understand SOHCAHTOA and how to use it. Thank you very much for your time and attention.